Is it too soon? We're back at Disneyland, and so is Halloween.
It'll be an entire month until we hit October. Heck, it's not even Labor Day yet.
But at the Disneyland Resort, it's already the first night of Halloween.
Which begs the question, is this too soon?
Is September 1st too soon? Well, not if you ask the thousands and thousands of people lined up to enter the parks.
And I suspect
that if you were to ask any of the thousands and thousands of people already in the parks,
they'd tell you it's never too soon for Disney Halloween.
I'll tell you what, it's been about 1 billion degrees down here in Southern California lately. But just like a scene out of something wicked, this way comes today. Halfway through the afternoon,
dark clouds rolled into Anaheim.
The rain began to fall, and lo and behold, for the first time in as long as any of us can remember, we have something close to good weather out here, to a cool fall evening, even though I'm still wearing shorts and there's no way I could wear a sweatshirt.
At least we're all slightly less sweaty than we have been.
Look at that up there on the tower. Mr. Oogie Boogie, the Oogie Boogie Bash is coming this week.
We are less than a week away from all of those Halloween events kicking off.
But is it all too soon to starting this early take away from the fun of October and especially the fun of Halloween Day itself? I don't personally know, but I'm guessing that the thousands of people surrounding me would say, heck no. The way these Halloween events have been selling out here in Southern California quicker than ever tells me that Halloween is bigger than ever and there's no end to this growth in sight. Look at that, the characters are already in their Halloween costumes. I'm only over here at DCA.
Because there was a massive line to get in both parks.
And I knew if I went into Disneyland first, I'd never come out. Luckily, DCA closes 2 hours earlier, so it gives me some incentive to keep on moving. Now, Tuesday, which is what, 3 or 4 days away, just a couple of days away, is the Oogie Boogie Bash's opening night. And I will be here at an early one trying to take in the sights, sounds, and smells of Halloween. So I guess there's no point in me trying to see everything over here at DCA tonight, particularly since there are no major changes to cover yet, at least not in terms of Halloween decorations around here. I don't know if I'd personally classify them as a major overwhelming changes, but over here next door to Cars Land, the Pacific Wharf area that was themed around San Francisco and the Monterey Bay area of California has been transformed now into San Fransokyo. San Fransokyo, the city from Big Hero 6, the combination of San Francisco and Tokyo that opened just a few days ago and made everybody lose their minds and pretend that Big Hero 6 was their favorite movie ever. It's a pretty good film. Didn't know anything about it when I went into watching it for the first time.
It was just something to take my son to, and then it turned out that Baymax is hilarious.
It's a really cool, well-done re-theme, and it's great to bring a little extra light and color to this area, that's for sure.
Not to mention some much-needed actual Disney-related theming to this area. Even though I spent a lot of time in it, everybody knows I wasn't a huge fan of DCA 1.0, and this area of the park was always pretty underwhelming in terms of theming. At least to me, anyways. I mean, you could hop on a plane and be in San Francisco for like $100 in an hour.
But the only way to get to San Fransokyo is to come down here to DCA. Definitely a pretty cool reskin of the area, and if the amount of people taking pictures is any indication, that new bridge is very popular. But unless you're the biggest fan of Big Hero 6 ever, or you were the biggest fan of the Pacific Wharf area ever, I wouldn't say the changes are life-alteringly different, although there are little changes everywhere if you keep your eyes open.
From what I can see, it's a quick, cost-effective,
sort of ingenious way to breathe new life into this area that for the longest time got no love at all.
Gotta be clean on Halloween.
Thank you, Disney. This place is much cleaner than the real San Francisco. Anyway, World of Color is starting now, and as I said earlier, I'm gonna be here for the Oogie Boogie Bash in just a couple days. So there's no point hanging around here any longer than necessary tonight. It's time for us to get out of here, head back out of DCA, across the Esplanade, and over to Disneyland. Dang, dude, there's still a line over here to get into Disneyland.
You know what I just noticed for the first time ever this year?
When Oogie Boogie over there talks to the crowd down below, his mouth glows while he's talking.
Is that new, or did I just never notice it before?
Halloween Disneyland. Don't get me wrong or take me out of context, because I mean this in the best way possible. But here at Disneyland, when it comes to Halloween, everything is business as usual, which is kind of nice. Disneyland is always fantastic during Halloween, and there's no more pandemic anymore. You got the characters roaming around in their costumes. Sick collar, Pluto. That collar is sick. Oh, and the cape. Nice touch. The Halloween merchandise is back in the windows on Main Street, USA. Well, it has been for a while, actually. And the king of all the pumpkins, Winky Blinky Mickey himself, is back in action, along with all of his other friends on Main Street, who I would spend some time showing you, but look at the size of that crowd waiting for the fireworks. Man, there could be anybody in a crowd that large. You could see a celebrity, a friend you know, or even the love of your life. Hopefully we'll get a chance to peep into these windows later, because they look fantastic. Look at the little moon there. But right now, it's time to get past this crowd before the fireworks actually get started. Dude, look at the size of that crowd. I used to come down to Disneyland on the first day of Halloween and film like the first day like this, because it was usually the least crowded Halloween season day. But it's been a long time now since I was the only one pointing a video camera around. Not only do you have hundreds more people here doing it for the gram or the talk or the tube, but you've just got thousands and thousands of other people who apparently just can't wait for spooky season to get started. Wow. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see the size of that crowd? Look at this. The good old Pioneer Mercantile. Once again, you've got all these crafty pumpkins out on display. Like I said, Halloween business as usual out here at Disneyland. And it wouldn't be Halloween at Disneyland at all without the Ray Bradbury Memorial Halloween tree. Sort of an overlooked part of the Disneyland Halloween experience these days, because now there's so many trees lit up, especially over there at DCA. But ever since 2007, this has been the official Halloween tree of Disneyland, sort of dedicated to Ray Bradbury there, who was friends with Walt Disney and a big Disney fan, which is how Disney ended up making the film Something Wicked This Way Comes. And speaking of things coming this way, look at the size and caliber of those fireworks. Looks like the fireworks show is in full swing now out here on Rivers of America. Look at this. Dude, I'm telling you right now, there's always people watching the fireworks from the Rivers of America, but not normally this many people. Usually this is where you come to find a good spot to stand, because everybody else is on Main Street, but not tonight. It's awesome that the fireworks are all Halloween themed already, but for the turnout, you'd think it was Halloween night or something out here. Wish this many people had ever turned out when I would play with my band, huh? Look at that over there. Tiana's Palace is almost finished. It's gonna open up any day now. Dude, pretty impressive crowd, but if you think this crowd's impressive and large, then just prepare yourself, because I hear the next crowd is even larger. It's the line for the Haunted Mansion holiday. Once again, Jack Skellington and his friends have decked the halls of the Haunted Mansion with spookiness. In just a second, when the lights come on, woo, what a finale. I am anticipating that once again the line will get as long as I've been hearing it was all day. Yep, here they come. Thousands of people flooding back into the line for the Haunted Mansion, because everybody wants to be part of the first day of riding the Nightmare Before Christmas themed overlay out here. But it's a very popular choice tonight. Even when it's long, the Haunted Mansion's line generally moves pretty quick, but you can see out here, 55 minutes and counting. It's only going to get longer as the people who left it for last get in line to enjoy it. Dude, look at this though. It's actually kind of hard to tell what's longer, the line for the Haunted Mansion right now, or this line over here. You know what this line is for? This whole fountain area's line is for the popcorn stand. For the last couple of years, every new season at Disneyland has meant new popcorn buckets, often more than one, and people will stand in line forever to be either one of the first people to get one of the first people to throw it up on eBay, or perhaps just to make sure that they get one full stop. Sometimes people get really worried about them selling out, but in my experience, even if some piece of merchandise like that is so popular that it sells out in the first week or two, Disney usually brings in truckloads more pretty quickly. This line is pretty impressive when you figure this has been all day long and it's still that long.
crazy. Ah, look at the Haunted Mansion. It's glorious. You can't blame anyone for wanting to get in that line and check it out. By the way, the line is a lot longer than I thought it was, because the standby queue doesn't need to be very long, but it's going to take you forever to get on the Haunted Mansion tonight, with a lightning lane that stretches on and on and on and on and on. Would you look at the size of this crowd? I haven't seen a line this long since Splash Mountain was closing a couple of weeks ago. Not that we were exactly trying to, Allie, but bad news. I don't think we're going to be getting on the Haunted Mansion holiday tonight. Luckily, if you're curious as to what it looks like in there, I've got 10 years, count them, 10 years of videos on this channel of the Haunted Mansion holiday, of Halloween here at Disneyland. If you want to see how it's changed over the last decade, and even the first couple of Halloweens over there at DCA when they were starting to ramp up Buena Vista Street like that. Oh, I just realized we also filmed the first Oogie Boogie Bash as well. So far, a quick look around tonight isn't enough for you. Don't worry, there's plenty more if you go back and back and back. It's weird standing out here right now because they just released concept artwork for how they're going to add a little shack right here between the Haunted Mansion and the new Tiana ride / former Splash Mountain, right over here by that ghostly exit to the Haunted Mansion. It's like a very weird looking building. That's all I gotta say about it. The way I see that picture, it like doesn't fit at all, but I've been known to look at concept artwork and go, what? But then by the time Disney does the real thing, I end up loving the results. So I'm not gonna be quick to judge. I'm wait and see at this point. But in addition to adding a dedicated gift shop next to the Haunted Mansion exit right there, they also released artwork showing an expanded queue area in the works for Haunted Mansion. So pretty soon I guess they won't have trouble with the line stretching all the way over there to Critter Country. I don't know, I'm an old school Disneyland fan. I'm a big Disneyland history fan, so part of me wishes Disneyland could stay the same forever. But I'm also a fan of a lot of the little random changes they'll make, like these birds over here at the Pelican's Landing. There's been lots of times where I heard the rumors and thought things might turn out terrible, and I've been pleasantly surprised over and over again with what Disney manages to pull off. They're good at the hat trick, you know? People get outraged at any and every announcement about a change at Disneyland. And I'm far from a fan of everything they do. But hey, something new to see. There's something new to see, so I can't wait to see it. Oh yeah, dude, holy Heimbach, look at the length of that line. Woo, it keeps going and going. Check this out. I know this isn't really related to anything else, especially Halloween, but look at the Briar Patch sign is still on top of the old Indian trading post, as it used to be, even though indoors. Indoors, you can see our favorite old Briar Patch characters have been replaced now with generic nature, which means the sign outside is even more like a ghost from the past. That's sort of Halloween themed, because otherwise the only Halloween theming in Critter Country tonight is the horrifying corpse of a beloved favorite ride. Ooh, but pro tip over here at the snackin' place, some pretty short lines for some of the Halloween cups out here. Not to mention if you drag your bones past Winnie the Pooh, which by the way has an unusually long line as well. What's happening out here tonight? You'll find that the Pooh corner over here has probably the shortest line to see some of the spooky Halloween treats they offer at Disney's bakeries. I hear those treats are extra tasty this year. So is that line. A little too tasty. Look at this over here. This is all the treat I need to see Allie in her new spooky Mickey sweater. I saw her walking in with this sweater and I was like, you bought a sweater already? And she's like, I didn't buy this. Where'd you get it?
I got it at Hot Topic.
Okay.
I got it sent from Hot Topic.
Oh. Imagine being so cute, they send you clothes for free. Never gonna happen to me. It's okay, I only wear tall-sized stuff anyway, so nothing ever fits me. Don't worry though, gang. It never makes me negative, and you know me. I'm always trying to be positive. Dude, they do have some cool stuff this year. They switch it up every year. This year, they're going for a lot of color. And if you described this to me without me seeing it in person, I would have said, that'll never work. Somehow it does. Weird. Oh, look at the souvenir coin thing outside. One last piece of old Splash. I was just thinking about Splash Mountain because we couldn't exit out these doors here because the construction walls extend to the outer doors that once faced the exit to Splash Mountain. Weird. I just hope that somewhere, somehow in this new ride, they preserve a little piece of the past. The way they did over here by keeping Teddy Barra's Swingin' Arcade sign painted up there on that building. See that? That's an old callback. Anyway, it's nice to come out and get a little taste of the spooky season. Too bad there's nothing scary back in this part of the park. Whoa! Oh!
Where are we?
Walt?
Where are you, Walt?
George? George Lucas?
Are you here?
Nope, neither. Just their ghosts.
Whoa, all right, calm down, calm down. Just having a little fun out here. Don't worry.
You're allowed to like Disney, Star Wars. No one's mad at you. It's just not very Halloween-y out here. In fact, it's not very weenie at all. Weenie Hut Juniors. Krusty Krab pizza. Is the pizza absolutely? Yes, sir, the new Star Wars town has no Halloweenness. I guess the galaxy's scary enough without pretend holidays.
Actually, if you think about it, there's nothing really particularly Halloween-y going on in Fantasyland ever either.
Well, except for the fact that, let's face it, on this ride you get kidnapped and turned into a donkey. In this one you travel to an evil dungeon full of poisonous old hags. In this one you're visiting a metaphor for the afterlife and a man gets fed to a crocodile.
And over here, inside Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at the end, you go to H-E double hockey sticks.
And that spells heck. So again, they don't need to dress up for Halloween. It's already pretty spooky out here.
Ah! Giant whale attack! Now everybody knows there's nothing scary about the future. The future is always bright, which is why Tomorrowland has pretty much no Halloween theming. Well, except for the sort of frightening little dance show they're doing at the Tomorrowland Terrace with Maleficent and the Evil Queen. Look at them. Look at their moves. They've got moves for days. But over here in the back of Fantasyland, looks like It's a Small World is going crazy with the We Don't Talk About Bruno song. Very popular choice, not really Halloween, but it works. And even further back behind that, something I'm really not used to, Toontown is open at night. Now that Runaway Railway is back here, a major sort of e-ticket attraction, Toontown stays open after the fireworks, where it used to close down for the fireworks and then never reopen all night long, which means now you could hop in line for Roger Rabbit at 11:59 p.m. You could never do that before. Before the remodel, back in the day, they used to do a little Halloween theming out here in Toontown, so I was kind of hoping to see some of those Halloween decorations return, but it looks like this refresh is still too fresh. You'll notice in San Fransokyo, there was also no Halloween decorations. It's just too new. Same reason why for the first few years of DCA, there was nothing Halloween going on out there either. But hey man, to me, I feel like this is great news because instead of recycling some old decorations, maybe once the new Toontown is broken in a little bit, we'll get all new decorations. Hey look, it's the new Mickey that dresses kind of like me. Well, like me in the fall time, you know, he's got the little vest and the hoodie, he's got the striped black and white shirt that I normally, well, I'm not wearing it now. Even his kicks have stripes now, and have you noticed the merch? Mickey started selling black and white trucker hats with just his face on them right there. Coincidence? Probably. But you never know for sure. I see you, Mickey. I see what you're doing. Well, until we see what's going on at Oogie Boogie Bash, that's pretty much all she wrote for what's going on at Halloween time at Disneyland. I mean, of course, they always have seasonal food offerings, and there's plenty of Halloween merchandise, which I'm about to go look at right now with you guys. But as for decorations, it's really DCA that gets crazy nowadays. You know what? That is okay with me. I like Disneyland with lots of Halloween decorations because I like Halloween, but I kind of prefer it more in October. Just like, weirdly, I prefer the regular Haunted Mansion, especially for Halloween, to the Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion, because Nightmare Before Christmas, to me, is much more of a Christmas movie. I mean, it starts with the end of Halloween, right? Am I wrong? Whenever they decorate Disneyland a little too much, I think, well, what if you'd come here for your first and only time ever? Would you want all the stuff all over the castle? No, you'd want it to look like this. Glorious! Having said that though, I am looking forward to this year's bash. This year there's a couple of new characters, a couple of new villains to meet and greet over there. So I'm looking forward to it in a big way. Since as far as I can tell, most of the rest of it hasn't changed at all. I can refer you back to last year's video, which is also an excellent 4K, if I may say so. And to the first year of Oogie Boogie Bash's video, so you guys can check out what that is like before we even get to it. And then this year, I'll show you just the new stuff, the best stuff. And we'll go full Halloween. Ah, look at the Main Street windows. You can finally see them now. Look at that cat in there. That cat is freaky. Looks like they sold out most of the Halloween treats today. And as you can see, there's still a long line for what's left. Got those sweet Halloween cookies. Look at that. They got the candy corn cookie over there. You got the Steamboat Willie with the bat mini cookie thing, apple. I said cookie. Why did I say cookie? I've got cookies on the brain! They got the Topo Chico. A long and confusing line. And then look at back there. They got all those weird marshmallow things and cake. pops, and they got the cupcakes going on.
Man, they still have more out right now than I was expecting.
Crazy Rice Krispie treat. Yeah, those cupcakes look pretty good. I wish they were gluten-free. This is cool. I've never noticed this before, but they've added mobile order pickup for all the treats. Look, she's already ordering. That'll save us some time.
Just enough time
To cross over Main Street, USA, and check out some of that sick Halloween merch. Look, there goes Schwartz in his Hupmobile. All right, let's see what treasures they've got going on in here.
I don't see really anything that I didn't already post on Instagram a while back.
Got this cool tote bag. Got your Haunted Mansion blankets.
And I know this probably has more to do with the Haunted Mansion movie than with Halloween, but look at that soap dish thing right there.
Let me out! Let me out of here! Let me out! Let me out of here!
But there's even another little soap dish to go with it. Well, then if that's a soap dish and that's a soap dispenser, the heck is this?
It doesn't say.
It just says it's $40. Well, how do I know what's inside then? There's an open one. Someone let him out of here. Oh, it's a candle! Ooh, a spoopy candle. Let's get one for Spoopy Tyler.
This is Allie's favorite piece of new merch. Of course, the Headless Horseman mug right there. Because Allie, of course, is a descendant of Ichabod Crane, the one from the Disney movie specifically.
Scary rodent infestation.
All right, let's see what they've got over there at the Emporium. Spoiler alert, they've always got good stuff at the Emporium.
They've had the finest dry goods there since old Elias Disney built the place in 1901. Them were the days where we put an onion in our pants, rubbed one in our armpits on account of the smells. It being long before air conditioning, you see. And old Doc Sherwood, what used to live in town, used to bring by his horse Rupert for young Walter to draw pictures of so he could look at them when the light bulbs done burned out and he couldn't get into his office because he was locked out. Say, if I come on in, they'll cure me, but the door's locked. I can't get in no more, and I can't turn that, and I can't go in. Got to did sit on these steps here until the sunlight comes up and the rain stops pouring and oh wait, I was going to the Emporium. Let's go to the Emporium.
Here it is, right across the way from Winky Blinky Mickey. But look at this first. Here comes the big double-decker bus. What a mode of transportation. The best one there is? Well,
maybe, but personally, I think this one's a little more exciting.
Oh, look at this. Mickey and Minnie.
Justin,
hey, how's it going? Are coming down the road with Goofy on Bob Gurr's fire engine right there. Celebrating Halloween.
Mickey's friend, the driver, knew me.
Well, that was no trick. That was a real treat. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes, the Emporium. Thanks for waiting, Allie.
Only the finest merchandise here.
You got all your Minnie and Mickey ears,
your classic Spirit jersey.
Actually, I kind of meant that a little bit tongue-in-cheek. But I just realized the Spirit jerseys have been around for so long now
that love them or hate them,
they've sort of become a Disneyland classic. Look at that cute Mickey mug.
The 100,000th Disney Loungefly backpack.
Oh, I don't know what that little blouse thing is, but that's pretty cool.
Apple cider drink mix.
Halloween treats. Cute little bat hat. Wait a minute, we have a bat hat too.
This is that Mickey trucker hat all over again.
They're watching me.
I can feel it.
Oh, Haunted Mansion Crocs. Sick t-shirt in here again.
A lot of stuff. I wish it was easier to see.
There's a lot of spooky people here in front of all the spooky merchandise.
Man, tonight's been kind of an event.
See what I'm saying? This is a Christmas character. Got a lot of Coco merch in here because of Dia de los Muertos.
Which comes up right after Halloween.
I think if you grew up in Southern California, at least in the neighborhoods that I grew up in, you're very familiar with the Day of the Dead. But it's really cool that Disney, through the power of Coco, sort of spread knowledge about the Day of the Dead.
Really kind of far and wide.
Not that it wasn't always popular or famous, as it were, but, you know, just a little more well-known maybe to the children now
who've never got to experience any of the traditions.
All right, that's not Halloween merch, but I like it. I like it a lot. Look at this. What the heck is this? Is this some sort of dog costume or something like that? Ooh, the light-up thing, and here's a piece of Halloween merchandise you never thought you'd see. Baby Yoda and a pumpkin. Little Grogu poking out of the pumpkin patch. Look at him. Look at his little face. That's a little face born for merchandise, literally. Even I want this, and I don't know why. Help me, sir. I'm tempted to buy merchandise. Help!
Don't buy anything. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Oh.
Don't buy nothing.
Thank you.
Yes,
you
welcome.
saved me. Look at this. That's some sick merch, too, right there. They got some sick merch tonight. Look at this. They got the Hocus
Pocus merch over here. They got everything. I don't need to tell you about this stuff. I just wanted an excuse to look at it.
What are those? Window clings?
Weird. All right, well, the crowds are still fierce. The hustle and bustle is hustling and bustling.
The first night of Halloween here at Disneyland
Has been crazy, but it's been fun.
thanks to Halloween literally starting in the summertime out here at Disneyland.
Luckily, there'll be many more nights of Disneyland Halloween to come.
And look at that, there they go again.
See you guys. Bye, Mickey. Bye, Pluto. See you later, dude. Bye, Mickey. It's Mickey. He loves me, and I love him. Wait a minute. Do I love him?
I can't remember, wait a minute.
I do. I do love Mickey Mouse.
Yes, what's that? And I will buy all of the Mickey Mouse merch.
Okay, guys. I think that just about wraps it up.
We've seen a lot of things out here tonight. Scary things, wonderful things, magical things, colorful things,
Strange things and stranger things. But for now, I think it's safe to say
we've seen all
that we can see.
which means
We've done our duty. We can go home and sleep well.
But San Fransokyo, did I get it? Did I get it? It's like Elvis over there. And then some. Ah! Oh, scary. Oh, wait, it's just Ahsoka.
Her face isn't scary at all.